What is up, YouTube, and welcome to this Flash video. So if you're new to the channel, please do drop a like, please do drop a subscribe there as well, and this is all about the Flash. So a lot of you are probably wondering and have asked me as well on my Discord, which you can join below, what is going on in the Flash comics. So it is undoubtedly a huge thing. All DC Comics right now, with its DC Rebirth publishing initiative, are going through a huge kind of change, and they have a lot of big moments, especially with the upcoming Dark Knight Metal, which I am going to bring to you on the DC Fans channel, so you can go check them out. They're some cool guys, and I'll be bringing you reviews of that each issue it comes out. So this is going to be pretty awesome, and I'm excited to see where they go with that. We've also got Doomsday Clock, but we've also got the Flash, which not only are we getting a evil version, a speedster version of Batman, who is from the Dark Matter universe, which seemingly had his origins in the Crisis on Infinite Earths, if the previews are anything to go by, and that is the Red Death, and we will actually be getting the Red Death face-off against Barry Allen as well in the future. However, this is all about what is going on with the negative Speedforce. Now, the negative Speedforce is something which hasn't been explored that great in depth, to be honest, but it is something which will be looked into as time goes on. Because, well, let's take a look at the negative Speedforce. So in the Flash Rebirth, we found out that Eobard Thawne, he created a negative version of the Speedforce, which is pretty much, it does what it says on the tin, and, well, it eats away at the normal Speedforce, and is sort of like an anti-Speedforce if you want to look at it that way. Now, we know that Barry Allen is the creator, or he is the generator of the Speedforce, whereas Eobard Thawne also generates the negative Speedforce. So he tried to use it to actually destroy Barry Allen, but it didn't work whatsoever, and his power of the Speedforce was just too strong. Now, that was in the Flash Rebirth, but let's move forward to actual DC Rebirth. So that was the Rebirth where we saw Barry Allen return to DC Comics. And then post-Flashpoint we had New 52, and then we had the Rebirth Initiative, which is where we are currently at in the comics. So this is pretty much what is going on. So we had Reverse Flash return. He is annoyed at Barry Allen for forgetting him, and is incredibly angry. And we seemingly saw him die, killed by what we presume is actually Dr. Manhattan. So we see him return there, and he's in the Button storyline. We see all of that go on, and we think he's actually gone. However, he actually returns and takes on poor old Wally West, the New 52 version of Wally West. And then we see a battle taking place right forward to the 25th century. Now, Reverse Flash wants to actually ruin Barry's life. He shows Barry where his actions have led him towards, and this horrible, horrible future where his kids actually end up destroying, or almost destroying, Central City. But what is also weird here as well is that we've seen the kids of Barry Allen and Jessica Cruz, one of the Green Lanterns, in one of the Justice League issues that has recently come out, which looks, it was a bad issue. There are some, you can go and look online, it's just a terrible, terrible comic. And I'm not too sure what's happening with that, but moving forward with the timeline, of course, it looks like the timeline has changed, and Iris is no longer with Barry, and she's angry with him. But what happens through the course of this comic, where Reverse Flash is taking him to the future, he traps him in the negative Speedforce, thinking that, you know what, this is going to trap him there forever, but not learning from his crimes here, not learning from the past. Reverse Flash finds out that Barry actually has his Speedforce connection ruined, and now he has a negative Speedforce. So he has a negative Speedforce connection now, and in the latest issue we actually see Barry Allen be angry. He loses his temper, he is kind of not with it at all, his negative Speedforce is affecting him, and it seems like he is having to learn to use the Speedforce all over again, because this is the negative version of it. So poor old Barry has to sit around and learn his powers again. So this is really early days here for the negative Speedforce in Barry Allen. And I expect we'll probably learn that he will have a lot more powers. I know in New 52 he gained a lot more powers to do with the Speedforce, and we probably will get a lot more this time. Now my question is, will this actually come to the show? Now, I think that Barry having the negative Speedforce would be something which I think would be... Now, of course, this has also given him a brand new look, which, if these powers do come to the Flash TV show, well, the new suit would look completely badass, and I think that it would be nice to see that. Maybe in Season 5 he can use the negative Speedforce to possibly take out someone, or get the negative Speedforce by some sort of happen chance or mistake or kind of accident, and then what he goes forwards and does is he learns to use it all over again. It'd be nice to see him having to learn his powers again and learn what these powers are, and hopefully Cisco tries to fix him. But then he's going evil and that kind of thing, so I'm not sure. We've had Savitar, which was a terrible storyline, so I'm not too sure where they actually want to go with that. But the negative Speedforce is now in its early days, and we're going to see some very cool new powers here, I think. But that is it for this video. Please do drop a like, please do subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Goodbye.